Hi Bliss. Hey, so this is like a urgent stream. I am quite literally like here, like first 20 minutes. If you like were like just me preparing shit, this is going to be just us talking about this for now. This is going to be us just looking for it. And don't worry, Kumar, I'm not going to blame anyone. But this is the blast is extremely suspicious with the timing at this point. I don't really know how to take this anymore because this is not the first time something like this has happened. We are going to watch the live from India today for now, right now. Yeah, okay, this should be fine now. I'm so sorry. Sorry, this was set up very badly. So now it should be fine. Like funny thing. This happens every time I'm like fast about these things. So as I'll say this again, there was a bomb blast that happened recently in Delhi today actually, and we don't know much yet. There are 10 people that have passed away. There are multiple ones that are currently in the hospital. But I would going to be very clear about this. Do not panic. Do not think this is going to be a terrorist attack. This nothing has been declared yet. Do not panic, please. And I have said this before during the Pahalgam when I was back then. Check the first stream if you like. If this was a terrorist attack, if this was something to panic about, panicking and blaming the Indian minorities for this blast is only going to hurt India and India's image. Please do not panic. Please do not think. Please do not think your life is under threat continuously because of one blast. This might just be something that has gone bad. Something like there was a someone saying this might have been CNG. We do not have official notice yet. There is mobilization within the government. The all of the NSA, everyone is on site trying to get the best out of this, like trying to find clues. There is, I think, one person that was recently told that the one person has been detained. We don't know more than that. We are going to watch the live coverage and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
है एक्सप्लोजन के बारे में जांच की जा रही है और जल्दी ही इसका आकलन करके इसका जो भी रिजल्ट निकलेगा वो आपको बताया जाएगा। इस इंसिडेंट में कुछ लोग को इंजरीज भी आई हैं और कुछ लोगों की डेथ भी हुई है, तो वो अभी हालात का जायज़ा लिया जा रहा है और एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स जो हैं आपको कुछ ही देर में बता दी जाएंगी और सिचुएशन को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर किया जा रहा है और गृह मंत्री जी भी जो है उनसे रेगुलरली उनका फ़ोन भी आया था, उनको रेगुलरली ब्रीफ किया जा रहा है और उनको टाइम टू टाइम पूरी सूचना दी जा रही है और आगे जैसे भी हालात होंगे जो भी नतीजा निकलेगा आपको बताया जाएगा। अभी इसको आकलन किया जा रहा है।
If Nitish loses CM seat and opposition gives Nitish Chandra Babu position, BJP gone. So, hold on. BJP gone. So yes, this looks like a BJP's last gamble despite vote chori. That's how bad BJP is now. Allegedly, one might be thinking this in this line, and though a valid thought at this point, I don't really think we should be thinking this in this moment, considering I do not want to go to jail under UAPA. But yeah, like we are going to talk about this later. Like there has been some suspicion around a lot of things recently.
Satish Golcha is Delhi Police Commissioner. Satish Golcha, Delhi Police Commissioner, says the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has spoken to him. He's been briefed. So far, the information is that NIA and NSG, National Investigation Agency, and the National Security Guard, their teams have already come in. They're analyzing this information. Forensic teams are in. Remember, the NSG has the National Bomb Data Center. They pick up samples, they analyze samples, and then they match those samples with past blasts. With that, you get a lot of information about the signature that any organization. Should this be seen as a terror attack, as some indications seem to suggest, then that will be analyzed accordingly. Forensic teams have reached the Red Fort and they will now collect samples from the vehicle in this area, analyze those samples, and a lot of information will come in from this analysis. Police speaking, listen in.
NIA, NSG उनकी टीम्स यहाँ पे आ चुकी हैं और हालात का जायजा भी ले रही है। हर तरीके से इस जो है एक्सप्लोजन के बारे में जांच की जा रही है और जल्दी ही इसका आकलन करके इसका जो भी रिजल्ट निकलेगा वो आपको बताया जाएगा। इस इंसिडेंट में कुछ लोग को इंजरीज भी आई हैं और कुछ लोगों की डेथ भी हुई है, तो वो अभी हालात का जायजा लिया जा रहा है और एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स जो हैं आपको कुछ ही देर में बता दी जाएंगी और सिचुएशन को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर किया जा रहा है और गृह मंत्री जी भी जो है उनसे रेगुलरली उनका फ़ोन भी आया था, उनको रेगुलरली ब्रीफ किया जा रहा है और उनको टाइम टू टाइम पूरी सूचना दी जा रही है और आगे जैसे भी हालात होंगे जो भी नतीजा निकलेगा आपको बताया जाएगा। अभी इसको आकलन किया जा रहा है।
Satish Golcha is Delhi Police Commissioner. Satish Golcha, Delhi Police Commissioner, says the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has spoken to him. He's been briefed. So far, the information is that NIA and NSG, National Investigation Agency, and the National Security Guard, their teams have already come in. They're analyzing this information. Forensic teams are in. Remember, the NSG has the National Bomb Data Center. They pick up samples, they analyze samples, and then they match those samples with past blasts accordingly.
Shit, again the mute. Fine. So initially what happened was the whole thing was started off as a blast. Nobody knew what it was. People think it was a bomb blast. The original figures were like 7-8 people had died. Now 10 people have died at this point of time. We still do not know what actually happened. There are certain rumors flowing around, and please be careful about rumors. Rumors are something that people make up just to explain things. One of the key rumors on the situation is that this is a terrorist attack. Because there was RDX found like yesterday in Kashmir, and like the news agencies are pushing this forward that this might be like a terrorist attack that has led into, because they were like RDX was caught in the north. That's why they are attacking in this like south of Kashmir right now. As a thing, there is another rumor that is spreading that all of this is in direct is because of CNG and people not understanding what CNG is. Then another rumor that is flying around right now is what's the fucking thing? Sorry, this is fucking so new. This is like me, like the least preparation that I have done. That this might be like, again, say terrorists mostly, but this might just be a malfunction within a truck or whatever. You never know. You never know until everything comes out. I am not very like pro thinking that there is something like going on, let's say. Like I don't think this is a terrorist attack. I really do not think this is a terrorist attack. What it might be, what I think most people here right now already know. But say whatever it may be, whatever it can happen, maintaining your communal harmony is important, especially in times of this. We have seen this before with Gujarat, for example, that when something like this happens, a lot of people get hurt. and not entirely at the fault of these people. So I'm going to say this again, and you're going to hear me say this multiple times across the whole live. This is going to keep happening. We are going to watch the live stream a little bit for more, like 5-10 minutes more, and then we are going to go to the other crisis Delhi is facing. Because remember, Delhi is not just facing one crisis right now, it's facing two. There are two crises that is going on. I should use this hand. Two crises at the same time. Do not forget that. People still can't breathe in Delhi.
With past blasts. With that, you get a lot of information about the signature that any organization. Should this be seen as a terror attack, as some indications seem to suggest, then that will be analyzed accordingly. Forensic teams have reached the Red Fort and they will now collect samples from the vehicle in this area, analyze those samples, and a lot of information will come in from this analysis. Police speaking, listen in.
NIA, NSG उनकी टीम्स यहाँ पे आ चुकी हैं और हालात का जायजा भी ले रही है। हर तरीके से इस जो है एक्सप्लोजन के बारे में जांच की जा रही है और जल्दी ही इसका आकलन करके इसका जो भी रिजल्ट निकलेगा वो आपको बताया जाएगा। इस इंसिडेंट में कुछ लोग को इंजरीज भी आई हैं और कुछ लोगों की डेथ भी हुई है, तो वो अभी हालात का जायजा लिया जा रहा है और एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स जो हैं आपको कुछ ही देर में बता दी जाएंगी और सिचुएशन को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर किया।
Jesus.
I have with me my colleague Shreya, who tracks the Delhi police.
और जल्दी ही इसका आकलन करके इसका जो भी रिजल्ट निकलेगा वो आपको बताया जाएगा। इस इंसिडेंट में कुछ लोग को इंजरीज भी आई हैं और कुछ लोगों की डेथ भी हुई है, तो वो अभी हालात का जायजा लिया जा रहा है और एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स जो हैं आपको कुछ ही देर में बता दी जाएंगी और सिचुएशन को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर किया जा रहा है और गृह मंत्री जी भी जो है उनसे रेगुलरली उनका फ़ोन भी आया था, उनको रेगुलरली ब्रीफ किया जा रहा है और उनको टाइम टू टाइम पूरी सूचना दी जा रही है और आगे जैसे भी हालात होंगे जो भी नतीजा निकलेगा आपको बताया जाएगा। अभी इसको आकलन किया जा रहा है।
Satish Golcha is Delhi Police Commissioner. Satish Golcha, Delhi Police Commissioner, says the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has spoken to him. He's been briefed. So far, the information is that NIA and NSG, National Investigation Agency, and the National Security.
So yeah, they are just repeating over and over again now. So just to go back to what has exactly been known, that the people are investigating as usual. They had an inclination like before that something might happen. So there is always a question of if you found RDX yesterday, why was the security so lax? That is the first question I would say that needs to be answered. And if you this happens every fucking single time. I'm sorry, I'm just pissed off right now. Every time, whenever there is some sort of issue like this, they already have information beforehand. Always do. Yeah, that is true. Normal situation hoti to energy nahi aati. That is true. Like, see, I'm telling you, they know that there was RDX found yesterday. Yeah, it is. And see, NSG should have, like, to be fair, in my opinion, if there is a blast like this near like the Red Fort and shit, NSG should have been involved anyway. So I'm not always going to say, they are always going to find what is going on. But listen, if this is a terrorist attack, and let's assuming it is, then this is a serious failure of literally like our raw and our intelligence and whatever. There is absolutely no way that you find RDX yesterday and a blast happens today. Like, first of all, Doval should be fired. Like, seriously. And Amit Shah should be removed. Amit Shah is kind of, at this point, like, come on. Like, how many times are we going to go through like bomb blasts in India and not have people like this responsible? Like, he should step down. Yeah, like, Amit Shah, Delhi is directly under the control of Amit Shah. Like the police is directly under control of Amit Shah. LNG and truck malfunctions ruled out after NSG still saying it's related to Bihar elections. Bihar elections, see, we'll get to it. We'll get to it because I don't think this is related to Bihar elections because people in Bihar are not going to look at Delhi and because they're already voting. Bihar election and they already have vote share. See, Bihar elections is one thing. Bihar elections में दिल्ली में कुछ करने से कुछ फायदा नहीं है. You would rally a lot more people doing it in Delhi. So I don't think this is like a planned thing for the Bihar elections. I understand. The thing that I wanted to talk about, though, like the initial thing that was supposed to be here today, as I said on the Discord, and if you can join the Discord if you find it. Also, just like, share, subscribe, please. It really helps if you like, share, or comment. The second thing is that, yeah, so the thing that we were supposed to talk about originally was like the protests that are happening. And this is one thing that I know for a fact is going to help the BJP out. Like, I'm not saying that BJP did this. I am not saying BJP did this. That it was let to pass. Let me be clear. Do not come after me with an like NSA, do not come after me with an UAPA. It's not like I'm in your jurisdiction. But if I ever was, I am going to make this clear. I do not think that the government did it 100%. I am not saying they did it. I am not. But having said that, we are going to look at what is happening in Delhi right now. Delhi right now has an AQI of over 400 plus, and it keeps growing and growing and growing, which is absolutely deadly. Yesterday was also the first day of protests. Protests so successful that protests that brought so many people together that the Delhi government had to send in the police to harass children. And ground reporting, from what I have known from people who are in Delhi, is like this is a protest where Sanghis came together with the left. Sanghis came together with the left, the voting bloc of the BJP, that they are not happy. So they sent in the NSA. They sent in the police. Like, look for yourself. AQI plus 600. The struggle that is happening over here was yesterday. This happened, the police came in for students, peaceful protesters. This government does not like protesting at all for a reason, because protesting will make sure that this government cannot function as negatively as it does. And after all of this has happened, and after all, like, in this protest, this protest is unique because Delhi came together for this protest, irrespective of their background of like whether they are like Sanghis, whether they are Sanatanis, whether they are Muslims, whether they are Hindus, whether they are AAP politicians, BJP, Congress, whatever, AAP people, BJP people, whatever. They came together for this. So this is a direct threat to the government. And I was speaking to people about this yesterday, and there was a lot of people who support political parties that were distracting the public at that point. The point still remains that this is something that is happening. This is something that is important. If you are still in Delhi, and if you can, do please protest, because this is the second disaster that is happening. We have to also talk about why these disasters are happening in the first place. These disasters are happening because Delhi is still extremely polluted. Delhi still has a capitalistic setup where it promotes coal power plants, it still promotes firecrackers, it still promotes extreme usage of cars, because of which what happens is there is extreme amounts of pollution, and that needs to be addressed. So these protests that we are seeing right now in Delhi are against all of that. And this is a huge hindrance for the current government. This is not just one picture. There are hundreds like this, where police have been shown for arresting, and I'm not joking, police are arresting children. The police are arresting 10-year-olds at the rally. Get it through your head as much as you can. The police have turned into, like, not to be fair, they always were an arm of the government for forcing change down, for making sure that people don't protest for their rights. People just take what it's given. And we have seen this multiple times across whatever. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is, and because this is important, this is like a second disaster that is happening. But all of these protesting is going to go away because of this. And I am not going to say the government did this. I'm not going to say that. But it is far too convenient and far too much for the government. Because I leave you with your own conclusions on this. One of the biggest protests that happened in recent times, one of the biggest protests that happened in Delhi recent times, is followed by a bomb blast near the Red Fort. That is a crowdy place. Immediately after, there's not much to say. Sorry, Bliss, I forgot to read. No, tomorrow, second and final phase. First phase, RJD. Yeah, this is going to help the BJP. That is for sure. At least 8 killed as blast rips to car park near Red Fort. So this is old news now. Maybe we can find something even new. The other thing that I was going to go for that is there is a pattern. I'm not going to tell you what pattern it is. You very well know that whenever someone is in hot water in this country, there is an attack like this. Whoever it is in hot water, whoever they are trying to protect, you all know. We have had this one person come out and say he's the ex-government, like governor, that there was a security lapse during the earliest thing that happened, where army personnel were killed, where they knew the attack was going to happen, they knew that they needed protection, they knew everything, and still the government didn't do anything and the attack took place. That was around the time that elections were going on and someone was losing. The other thing in public memory happened around the time of Hindenburg, when someone else was getting shit-faced and the public image was to be protected. And this is happening when there is a massive protest that has been going on right now. And the second day, when this protest that is bringing together like everyone from every faction, like everyone, I'm not even joking, children, old people, the BJP people, Congress people, everyone are coming together. This thing happens. So there we are. And this is going to make it impossible for a lot of people in Delhi to go out and protest. They are going to declare martial law. Like, even if this is just a random thing, like, trust me, even if this is just a random happenstance, they are going to turn it into a national level thing. Like, Modi is going to use it in his, what's the word for it? What's the fucking word? Was it like elections and rallies and whatever for the rest of this year, at least 2 years. He still uses Pulwama, he still uses Pahalgam. So, there's one thing that I have to say, and I am sorry, this is going to put me in a lot of shit, but please don't stop protesting for for the air pollution. Please don't stop. Because if you do stop, if you do let this threaten you, it would be impossible to get back up. It will be impossible to go back out. And it would be impossible for you to fight for your rights. Whether or not this thing is planned, whether or not this thing was expected or it's a conspiracy, it doesn't matter. Because people of Delhi are in shit right now. And if this is something that is going to lead you to say, we are going to stop asking for our rights just because there was a blast in the Red Fort, then they have won. I don't know if they actually planned this out, but they are going to use this as an excuse to put martial law on Delhi. They're going to use it as an excuse to keep you down. They're going to spread rumors that, oh, this can happen again, or this will happen again. And if people won't protest, and if people won't go out, and if people won't talk, trust me, you are lost. My friend, you're lost. Because at this point of time, your breathing is hampered. You can't breathe in Delhi. You can't go outside. It is 400 AQI and plus. This is absolutely a horrid situation. It is absolutely a situation that should not have happened. And at the same time, it is an extremely convenient situation. I don't think I'm going to be long at this because there is literally no information whatsoever, and we'll keep this up again in a while. Before we go, we might want to look at if someone wants to look at something immediately, let me know. This is going to be an extremely quick stream. I don't think there's any new information coming out. Let's check.
Get a lot of information about the signature.
Is it the same thing?
एक्सप्लोजन के बारे में जांच की जा रही है और जल्दी ही इसका आकलन करके इसका जो भी रिजल्ट निकलेगा वो आपको बताया जाएगा। इस इंसिडेंट में कुछ लोग को इंजरीज भी आई हैं और कुछ लोगों की डेथ भी हुई है, तो वो अभी हालात का जायजा लिया जा रहा है और एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स जो हैं आपको कुछ ही देर में बता दी जाएंगी और सिचुएशन को रेगुलरली मॉनिटर किया जा रहा है और गृह मंत्री जी भी जो है उनसे रेगुलरली उनका फ़ोन भी आया था, उनको रेगुलरली ब्रीफ किया जा रहा है।
There is no other information whatsoever, so I'm going to leave you to it. I'll see you back again tomorrow or day after whenever more information is there, or even tonight. We'll see. As information flows in, I'll go online again. We'll talk about this more. Thank you. Shabba khair. Good night. Stay safe.